Hello, 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 my beloved soul. Shout out to the Woo Woo crew. It's Sagittarius season. New moon in Sag. We're moving away from all that heavy energy from the eclipses. Shout out to you, white, way showers, light workers, witches, warlocks, shamans, healers, twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine, however you choose to show up. Crystal indigo, whatever title you have chosen for yourself in this lifetime. Welcome, 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 welcome to the High Vibe Tribe. Loving you, so grateful that you're here. So, we are in Sagittarius season, jovial, optimism, little fire, higher learning, ascension, just all those delicious vibes coming in to really help us activate, for the rest of the year as we traverse these energies, right? We're really quickly ending the year um, and getting ready for something new, something great, something powerful to come in. So I want to see what this means for the woo woo crew, right? What do we need to know that now that we're in Sagittarius season? What is this beautiful new moon gifting to those of us that are awakened? And any advice that might be coming in. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. I just saw 111. What do we need to know and see? Oh, guys, little heaviness, right? That's funny. You have all these positive cards in front of me, but the bottom of the deck is this Nine of Swords energy, right? So that's the heaviness, the overwhelm, the fears, the up at night, the nightmares, right? Unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to a situation, sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. So what is really heavy on your mind right now that you need to kind of shift your perspective on? And I'm not surprised to see this because not only are we in Sagittarius season, but we're in the holiday season, right? We're getting ready for Thanksgiving here in the States. We have Thanksgiving and we have Christmas and we have New Year's, family and friends getting together. People get fucking triggered, right? So if you happen to be around a lot of people, maybe you're getting triggered by people in your family that are just they just know how to push those buttons and they know how to make those comments that dig. Or maybe for some of you, you're alone this holiday season, right? And that is just really making things heavy, right? You feel alone, you feel isolated, you feel abandoned, you feel without, right? And so you have all these kind of like negative thoughts like, oh, is this going to be my life? I'll never will I ever find somebody. Am I going to end up alone for the rest of my days, right? Heavy energy, right? Two different sides of the coin, but still really, really heavy. So, how can you shift this energy, right? How can you raise your vibration so that you're not staying in this low vibrational state and thus creating these monsters, right? Like, yeah, maybe you don't look forward to going home for the holidays, right? And it's like, oh, I know what I'm gonna expect, and my mom's gonna ask me when am I gonna have kids, when am I gonna get married, and if I'm dating anyone, and why don't I get a better job, and why didn't I go back to school, and why did, all the shit, all the things that people say, right? Or you can shift it and be like, I can't wait to go home. Like, I'm feeling great about myself. I don't give a fuck what anybody else to say about my job. Like, I know my truth. I'm standing in my power. I'm grounded. I'm centered. I'm secure. You can try to throw that negative vibe at me, right? But that shit is just gonna fall. Like create this beautiful bubble of light around yourself and shield and protect yourself and know that anything that's coming at you, right, is gonna automatically just be transmuted to unconditional love or send it back to where it came from, harm and none in return, right? We have that power, right? You have the power to know what's going to come at you and what isn't. I was speaking to a beautiful fellow light worker recently, and I'm listening to her speak, and she's just like, yeah, because I know this person's doing black magic, because I'm super sensitive, da, 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 and they're affecting my business and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, so you're giving your power away? And she's like, what? And I said, you just said their thoughts are affecting your business, so you gave them the power to affect your business with their thoughts. Why don't you just shut it down? Like, shut it down. Like, you guys are way showers. You're light workers. You're the awakened collective. You have the power to shut shit down immediately with your thoughts, with your words, with your deeds. You don't give your power away, right? No one can take our power unless we give it away. No one's taking our energy unless we're giving it away. We shield, we protect, we cut the cords. We decide where our powers and our energies go, right? No one else does. You know, um, I'm here in the South in the United States, and I'm in the Bible Belt, right? So I used to enjoy going to church, but I stopped going to churches because constantly I would hear conversations like the devil this and devil this and devil, and I'm like, I just spent 90% of this meeting talking about the devil in God's house. You know, me, I'm hood. Like, I'm like, what kind of man wants to hear another man's name brought up into his house all day long? Like, nobody wants to hear that shit. If this is God's house, why is God not the primary topic? Why are you talking about some other foolish, energy out there, right? And it's like, there is only one absolute power in this universe, and that is the power of the divine. So when we give our power to things that are not of the divine, which are fear in any way, shape, or form that it shows up, we are acting like there's two powers. There aren't two powers. There's one power. There's God's power. It's absolute. That's it. There's one power. You're the divine expression of the divine, right? You're a unique expression of the divine. You are children of the Most High God. Nobody's taking your power unless you're giving it to them. Nobody can perform black magic unless you're open to that shit. You shut it down. Nothing, no weapon that forms against you shall prosper. Right? They can try it, but it will only prosper if you go, oh my God, like that person's coming at me. No, 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 no. They don't have that right. They don't have that power unless you choose to give it to them. I don't give my power away. I shield and protect myself. I call all my power and my energy back to me every single day. From all people, places, things, in all directions of time and space, across all realms, galaxies, and dimensions. I shield and protect my children every single day. Nothing that may come at them will ever hurt or harm them. That shit is going to be transmuted immediately into unconditional love or above. Or it's going to go back to where it came from, harming none in return. No. Like, you have the shield, right? So get out of your head and look what's behind this, the freaking Ten of Wands. Like, are you kidding me right now? Get out of your head with this heaviness, this doubt. Both of these characters, right? The masculine and the feminine both have their heads down. Overwhelm, stress, heaviness, burden, anxiety, fear. That's all in your mind. That's all in your mind. That is your mind trying to keep you safe, keep you small, got you worried, got you bringing up all the shit. That's the ego coming through. That's not your soul coming through, right? God's word is always love and compassion and kindness and expansion and growth and evolution. It's never gonna be, oh, what about this? What about what they said? And what about how this person looked at you and the criticisms and the judgment? That's the fucking ego. That's not God. That's not your team of light. So if you're receiving messages that are low vibrational, that are making you feel less than, then you know that it is not from God. Okay? God is pure love. Anything outside of that is fear. And when you give that your power to fear, then this is what you get: the heaviness, the burden, the overwhelm, the overwork, the sleeplessness, the nightmares, the stress. No, that's not what we're doing. Because guess what? When you get to move away from this energy, let this shit go, boom, what do you get? The Two of Cups, right? Loving yourself, masculine and feminine energy coming into balance within yourself. Okay, because look what you have before you, my beautiful way showers. You got the Chariot, things really moving forward. We got the Nine of Cups, dreams coming true. And we got the Knight of Wands, passion, enthusiasm, moving shit forward, right? We got passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events coming, requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. Stay focused. A passionate relationship, right? Wishes coming true. Your dreams becoming reality. A magical time of love. Good fortune. Faith in the universe that all will be well, right? This is your dreams coming true. And then the Chariot. Rewards that come from hard work. Successfully balancing many priorities at once. Determination and willpower. Public recognition, right? This is the energy that we're at right now, right? Our dreams are coming true. People are starting to recognize us for who we are, and things are going to be moving quickly for you, right? That's that energy of Sagittarius season. So you got to let this shit go so that you're not missing all of this, right? You're so busy with your head down that you don't even see the moves that could be made. You're not even looking up and wishing upon the stars anymore, right? You're not making it happen. You're missing the opportunities before you because you're focused on, well, the woe is me and the pity party and the what used to be. Nah, not anymore. It's time to shift the energy. We're moving out of that. We're moving out of that. So this Sagittarius season, right? It's about getting out of our heads and getting into our hearts. A heart is where the soul lives. Our heart is where the soul expresses ourselves. The mind is a servant of the soul, not vice versa. All right? The egoic mind is here to keep us safe, but guess what? We're not all living in places where there might be a tiger in the bush and we need to be on high alert all day long. These are not those times. Not for most of the world, anyway. Got some messages. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. Get out of your head and into your heart and speak your truth. Speak your truth. You might be overwhelmed and thinking heavily about what your family's got to say, what your friends have got to say, what's going on in your life. Everybody got a fucking comment about everything always. So what? So what? They got something to say. All right, and moving on. Everybody's got an opinion, like everybody's got an asshole. It doesn't mean that you need to embody it. It doesn't mean that you need to like own it. It doesn't mean that you need to care. Let them say what they say and move on. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Listen, my mouth, crazy. Crazy. I can say the flyest shit to you, make you swallow your tongue and hate yourself. Literally. Like, I am very mindful of how I speak to people because I know that I can easily black out and just lose it on you in 5 seconds with the words, right? So I'm very mindful of how I speak nowadays and how I communicate with people. But I'm also very mindful of who I'm interacting with. You know what I mean? And if you're a freaking Debbie Downer or negative Nancy or freaking pitiful Paul, you always got some negative shit to say, I will end the conversation and just move on. Literally. Turn around, part of my back and keep it moving because they're not worth it. Right? No one is worth me missing my dreams coming true and my happily ever after because they want to sit here and get on my damn nerves all day long. I'm not, no. Nope, 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 nope. No. So it's time to come out of your cave, speak your truth. Know who you are, know whose you are, and own it at the deepest level of your soul. And be okay with that. Okay? Look, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Not what is your mind calling you to do. What is your soul calling you to do? Right? Maybe this is the time where you start. I just saw 11:11. I mean 11:44. Maybe this is the time where you're letting people know this is my truth. This is my life. This is my path, right? I'm a Wayshaw. I'm a light worker. I am a divine feminine. I'm a divine masculine. I'm a twin flame. I'm a healer. I'm a psychic, right? I'm like, you have all these beautiful gifts and talents and skills inside of you, and now you're using them to serve your highest and greatest good and also to serve the highest and greatest good of the collective, right? Maybe now is the time where you're expressing that, and people are going to have a freaking comment. So what? Look at this. Anna, grandmother of Yeshua, coming in. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. You're doing something so big, so great, so powerful, not just for you, not just for your family, not just for your community, but for the entire collective. So I keep telling you, so what? Like they got something to say, so what? So what? The work that you're doing, all this work, and I know it seems freaking burdensome and heavy and overwhelming. Guess what? This work that you're doing is not a game. It's not easy to just end a generational curse. It's not easy to just walk away from everything that you've always known because it doesn't make sense to you, right? It's not easy to pick up the cross that Jesus has laid down because what you're doing it for everybody. So don't give up, right? And know that you're never alone. You're never alone. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Once again, the soul resides in our heart, right? And I love that she's showing up as a twin, right? Very twin flame vibes, right? But not just like the quote unquote external twin flame, like the divine and masculine and divine feminine within yourself, right? Knowing those two halves and bringing them together as a whole, right? Your light and your dark, right? Our shadow and our light, bringing them together and loving yourself exactly for who you are, where you are at this very present moment. And again, have you answered your calling with Warrior Woman, right? Many of you are going to have to speak your truth this holiday season, and maybe that's what's so heavy on your mind, right? You're traveling, you're going home, you're getting with like friends and family, and all of a sudden it's like this is the time, right? Mom, dad, I'm a lesbian. Mom, dad, I'm gay. Mom, dad, I'm a light worker. Mom, dad, I'm in a twin flame dynamic, and they live on the other side of the world, and I'm moving to freaking Pakistan tomorrow to go be with them. Like all the things, right? Like, hey, guys, like I'm moving from China to the States to be with my divine counterpart, and you know, there are 20 years age difference, and like they're getting a divorce, and it's crazy, but it's not because it's love, right? There's all types of shit going on behind the scenes, right? I'm freaking psychic. I'm a healer. Guess what, mom? I was able to like heal someone, and God uses me to like help heal people. I touched somebody and I was able to bring them back to life. Like, there's a lot going on within the collective. 1444, I'm seeing on the clock. Are you part of the 144,000? That's an activation code, right? So there's a lot going on behind the scenes with you, my beautiful way showers and light workers and star seeds and all the things, right? You got a lot going on. You have a lot that needs to be expressed through this time, right? And so don't allow it to be um so heavy, right? It's about having fun on this journey, but knowing that you're serving a much greater cause, right? And like really finding the humor in the shit. Like, I need you to find the humor in some of the stuff that's happening. Instead of being like, oh, I don't want to deal with my family. My grandfather's always drunk and my cousins always fight and blah, blah, blah. Laugh and be like, yo, my grandfather is always drunk. He always got some shit to say. I love to watch my cousins because guaranteed they're going to fight. And I can sit back with my popcorn and my tea and see what the issue is of today. Like, literally, like, shift it. You know what I mean? Shift it to serve your highest and greatest good. And know that it's not going to be forever. You know what I mean? It's not going to be forever. Like, you see these people and you keep it moving. That's it. That's it. I know some of you are going to be traveling to deal with this, but you'll be all right. Look at this beautiful new beginnings coming in. New moon energy, right? New moon's all about manifestations. We have the new moon in Sagittarius. New beginnings are coming into your world, right? You get to do a reset. You get to start over. You get to create your happily ever after, planting those amazing seeds with crystal clear focus, right? Really focus, guys. And I mean, like, draw it out, write it out, get into the moment with these beautiful manifestations, because we have such heightened, powerful energy. And we have Jupiter going direct, right? Which is rules Sagittarius. And we're in Sagittarius season. We have this new moon in Sagittarius. We have like a Sagittarius stellium right now, right? And so the more you can focus your energies on what it is you want this new beginning to be, this new chapter of your life to look like, your happily ever after to be, right? What you can be, do, or have anything in this world, right? In this beautiful universe. It's your will to create it as as you see fit, right? And I'm not talking about having free will over others. I'm talking about you really designing your life, right? With crystal clear focus and really harnessing those energies to serve your highest and greatest good. It's about to be a powerful time for you, but you have to allow yourself to embody that, to receive that. Oh, we got Vision Quest. I believe the Divine Masculine's got this energy this week, right? So really going within, and I feel like this is like soul retrieval energy. Really deep introspection, like really going within. We just had the inner temple, right? And just envisioning again what you want your life to look like. What does your happily ever after look like, right? Some of you might be journeying, to a place where there's a desert. Maybe that's where you're spending the holidays or your family is from or whatever, right? Maybe you're doing a spiritual retreat as a part of like your holiday missions. However this works for you, I just really see you like seeing things through your mind's eye and allowing that to kind of move your path along the way. So really tap into your inner self, really get grounded during this time, because you're gonna just see things a little bit differently. And maybe that's why you need to go home and deal with these like triggers and upheavals and shit, right? So that you can see things a little bit differently this time out, okay? And effortless. Waterfall, beautiful. Oh, two water energies and lake and stillness, right? So beautiful water energy, and water represents our emotions, as we all know. But again, going within, right? And the quiet stillness is where we hear the messages. And this does not have to be a lot of work, right? This should be an effortless process. Again, it's about shifting our perspective. Instead of being upset that I got to deal with all this shit, laugh and be like, cool, I get to do this, and then what? Right? It's like, oh, I get to express myself, and then what? You know what? Like, monkey off my back. I finally said what I needed to say. I finally spoke my truth. I finally let everybody know what it is. And now I feel free, and now I feel great, and now I'm in the flow with the universe, right? Like, I faced the lion on my path, and then I realized that there was no lion, right? I faced my greatest fears by coming home or dealing with the family and friends or traveling or whatever's going on within your life this week. And it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. It's almost like the anticipation is worse than the actual event, right? It's like, oh my God, you're going to get a needle, right, at the doctor. You're like freaking out, but it's like the anticipation is worse than the actual thing, right? very Christian Grey, with just like the red room, it's like, oh, it didn't hurt as much as I thought it was going to hurt. No, you thought it was going to hurt, but it actually didn't hurt, all of the things. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I am a little chilly. There's a lot going on this week, but for those of you that are in the States, happy Thanksgiving. I love you so much. I will see you guys soon. Yo, crystal clear focus. Crystal clear focus. Like, I want you guys journaling. I want you drawing. I want you creating vision boards. Do something, right? Get your blessing candles out. Like, do whatever it needs to be done to bring some magic into your world right now. I really want that for you, because not only is there love for yourself and also divine love coming in, but your dreams are coming true. Your dreams are coming true. So get clear about what you want these dreams to be so that they can manifest. Good, bad, or indifferent, the universe is very benevolent. You're going to get what you put out there. All right? I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Later, my beloveds.